or get 3,000 lashes.
Ooh.
I'm joking. That is not my number one is from a very close friend of mine. This is somebody that I've worked with. It's a book. Is it allowed? The book is not published yet. Am I allowed to talk about published, unpublished books?
Go for it so that we know who they are.
This is a book from a close friend of mine, you know. She's somebody that is a friend indeed. You know. Yeah.
Is she a friend in need?
No, I don't know about
that. We shall see it in the future.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Hi.
What's the name of the book?
The name of the book is Honey Fire.
Honey Fire.
Honey Spirit.
Honey Spirit.
Okay, let me check the name of the book.
Honey Fire, Honey Spirit.
This book has
Chris Honey. All I'm gathering here is Chris Honey.
honey. Yeah, you know
Chris
you
Honey.
can.
Chris
It's
Honey.
honeymoon, honeymoon, honey earth, honey fire, honey spirit.
Honeymoon.
Yes.
Honey Earth.
Honey Earth.
Honey fire,
Honey Fire.
honey spirit.
Honey Spirit.
Oh,
Yes. Don't go and ask this person about this book.
Cha.
Who is this person?
The author is Lesedi Tshedza.
Hey!
The author of the book is Lesedi
Lesedi.
Tshedza.
Hey, Lesedi. You are number one on this EarRead Project podcast. That's so dope, man,
number
to
one-
have a local writer
Yeah,
on the
that's
number
what I
one
thought,
spot.
right? That's
so
what I thought.
deep, bro.
If
Like,
course he had a book, he'd be my number one. That I know of. Let me say that.
no, he also has a book unpublished, you know?
So
yeah.
why is he not giving us the book?
No, let us get to number one. You know, Miss Lesedi Mafura, honeymoon, honey earth, honey fire,
Honey.
I had to beg.
You know Stogie T's Honey and Pain project?
No.
It's interesting. I just want to hear this book.
Yo, I had to beg Mona to get the approval
to
for
speak
this book
about
to be
it.
in the top 10. Yeah.
This is beautiful.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. That's
This
so
is a
dope.
marking, eh?
It's poetry. I love poetry.
It is poetry.
Oh, it's
Yes,
an anthology.
it's poetry.
All right.
Can
She's a poet.
can we read it? After?
No, you cannot.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess you can. You cannot.
Oh, but yeah, you are gonna speak about it. So yeah, let's hear.
It's-
So what caught you?
Hey, let's start.
It's firstly the thought that somebody so close to you could be the writer and bearer of such amazing work that not only is artistic and poetic and aesthetic, but also inspiring, educational, transforming. So as a man, I got a perspective from her that about certain stuff that our counter females go through.
Yes.
All in all, Chinwezi considered and all of the other peoples have spoken about that speak about feminism. There is also that matriarchy now, that is
Yes.
the one that
The subject.
Yes, that we like. The parts about them that we like, the females. But we tend to take down and deconstruct ourselves. Because, believe it or not, in as much as women have ruled over men, it does not make us without fault at some instances.
Yeah.
You know, when I told you that we are reacting to stimulus, but sometimes our reactions are not justified.
Yeah.
Your reaction, I know it could be, but you cannot take somebody else's life. You know, you cannot beat somebody up because you don't agree with them. Even though, you know, sometimes, I don't know, the law can justify certain things, you know, guys. They justify killing if your right to life infringes on other people's right to life. We can take away your life actively.
Nicely so.
Yes. But in this case, in instance, you know, she writes about, when she gives me the book, she says that, look, man, it's just come from a point of view of somebody, a she that has been psychologically and emotionally hurt, psychologically damaged, and has went through pain due to he and due to other constructs of the world. So I read it and I thought, yeah.
We had the liberty to have Miss Mafura or one of Miss Lesedi to have an intimate session with the
sir.
Kutson Literary Club, I think
sir.
last month while the corona thing was not this serious the way it is now. And I have to say, Wabona, I've always heard her poetry, Wabona, and her poetry has always come out to be very bold, very
Yes.
very
That's
dramatic.
That's
very,
another thing that I like about reading this book. Let me tell you, it's a plus. I'll tell you this if maybe it doesn't happen to you guys. it's a plus to read a book of a poet, especially a poet or an author that you've heard recite or speak. Because every time you are reading the book, you are reading it through their voice and nothing gets lost. So when I'm reading this, like if I were to say, I am in awe of a face that was slapped to anguish. Purple, pale, blue, and black are the colors of my skin. It's a spin that always favored him. Love, who is on the phone, answered by that slap across my face. It's an ace of spade that says that I will never win this race. When I say that, in my ear and in my reciting, who do I hear? Her, because I've heard her live and I've seen her perform. So reading work from somebody that you personally know is something else.
So it comes to me that you are in close proximity with this
I
woman.
work with her. I have an NPO with her.
Yes.
Yeah, she's...
And according to us, the awoken words,
Yes.
according to us, they are beautiful people to be working with as partners in the movement of actually creating consciousness in Kutso and Tlhalohai. And I would like to ask, because specifically when it comes to literature, we want to be able to unearth the basis of why is it that as writers we write and as readers we consume what is written. And now from your point, why do you think our author in this regard is actually writing? Is she writing to purge her soul of the realities of the life maybe one has gone through, or is it just the perspective of a woman as she has depicted or you have put? Or it is a woman who has gone through a series of other things in her life. What do you think is the essence of her writing the book?
Oh, well, it sounds much more personalized when you say, like, I say it's a woman that has went through, the character that she writes of is the one that has been a woman from psychological and emotional hurt.
Yes.
But like I said when I was speaking about other authors, that such work can come from experience as well.
Yes.
You understand? So it's a bit of both. It's a spin of things that she has experienced and a mixture of things that she has observed happening to other women that she's come across of, or as society, as a people, a reflection of her, maybe a perspective or reality of what she is seeing happening and transpiring. And it's really interesting to hear that perspective, especially when you come from a masculinist perspective and now you get to learn all of these traits and come across them from somebody that is in close proximity to you. That means those experiences as well are in as close proximity as she is. So, because that's the reality that she's seen around.
Runa, what we have seen about the author of the book, Honey Moon, Honey Earth, Honey Fire, and Honey Spirit, Miss Lesedi Tshedza. What we have seen about her is that she's a dope woman.
Yes,
she is a very dramatic actor when it comes to her poetry. Yes, and holistically, she's Afro. She's Afro-Black, she's Afro-consciousness, she's Afro-liberation of black masses, and she's Afro-woman, pro-woman, far beyond
a piece of advice, never call a feminist.
No, I've never. I cannot call her a feminist.
Yes, you get a ball of fire from
she put it out nicely.
Okay,
that
I'm
she's
a whole
not a
back
feminist.
talk.
Yeah,
For now.
Listen to you.
distance herself.
But it's a beautiful selection, my king. I think it's a wonderful one. We end today's podcast with a homebred
With
author,
a whole
Wantlhalohanya,
groomed product, work, piece of work.
and
The process is still happening, but she said to release the book. The reason that I involved it here, I told her as well that, like I said, they say I'm a capitalist. I capitalize on moments. So I said, since we are in the process of preparing to get the book out there, let me just edit there. I won't reveal too much about the book, but let me just edit there so that people that listen to the podcast hear that there's such a project that is coming up. So let's get it out there and try to get people, to know about to expect such. To also put ourselves at death ground that we can release.
Mr. Making, like Mr. Morena Maboe, can you please just hit us with another one, maybe one
maybe
other poem
another
or what?
piece.
Because now from my experience, I've always been wood, blown
Yeah.
off my feet. She has always made my heart go otherwise, in other places. I can't fully express myself.
This is not the
but most
platform for
importantly,
such,
no.
you
But
know
most
what I mean?
importantly, speaking on an artistic term,
yeah.
her words have always had some elevation. They've always made one to actually think about half of the other things she talks about. Because in her dramatization of the words themselves, they easily just come to life. Because now I recall a lot of the performances I've seen of her, and they never go unaided without the drama. They always go with the drama, and I feel that is the resonance or the voice that she has with regards to literature, with regards to the characters she chooses. Yes, I'm excuse me.
Let's hear the
Yes,
next poem.
yeah, she said, I struggled to pick a favorite, but I just randomly picked this one. His heart knows only to love a broken woman. I am rusty, engraved desert. My Nile is bloody. He's sipping on it by day. Affection defined to demote me, sinking naked in a shower, roses mopping the floor red. Nina Simone scenting my romance to texture, oiling my skin with tears. She is more than broken, but still, his heart knows only to love a broken woman. Washing his sins to white, should I whine first to be loved? He comes to bruise my scars with vinegar I want out. His touch once inside me he dwell. Brushing his head with my fingers tamed by a wild animal. He knew a sheep and I am unraveled as a lamb. I knew a beast and its roaring, retracting, recycling my love to death, degrading me in a hotel, whom shall I run to? He bought me everything and I feel empty. My heart yearns for the cheapest gift, cannot be found in a boutique. His hard promises are expensive. My pinky swear is buying me 6 feet under. Did that white collar really belong to you? I asked. Is it still mine? You fail to see beyond the pulpit. You loved the tags of the white collar. The cotton that made the collar made the napkins. I left the table with regrets, pestering myself so hard that I left money handed to me on a silver platter. But what was at stake? I questioned the authority my heart had. You are as innocent and pure. Are you defined by roasted chickens dished to slumber your consciousness, your body mixed with impulsive acts of defiance? Never be the golden cup to hands full of debt and mourning. Lesedi Mafu. Honeymoon, honey earth, honey fire, honey spirit.
You check, my king.
Welcome to the EarRead Podcast Poetry Session segment.
You check what I mean, my
You
king.
deep like that.
Doesn't the KLC have a publishing house? Something?
We are working on
Nope.
it.
Why?
Not yet.
Why must we struggle like this?
Not yet. But you know, with
Let's
some,
imagine it though. KLC publishing, like
we have
Kutsumi
talked
literary
about it in the past.
publishing house.
Yeah, but
Yes.
you have to set up obviously certain, you know.
You have to be seductive.
Yeah.
And
This
use
is
all
where-
the 48
this is
laws
where-
of power.
But
This is where Cheik
But-
Unyeki steps
but-
in, the capitalist nigga.
yeah. But I'm listening to Lesedi's poem and
Yes, sir.
I'm seeing this woman she's painting, you know what I mean? And this man who is, you know, into broken women, you know, per se. And I feel like she's seeing something, you know, and that's exactly what I was talking about when we were talking about Chinwezu's book. And I salute her for that.
Yes.
Power to you, Lesedi.
Wonder.
You know, wherever you at listening. And yeah,
We today we sunk into a very deep place today.
very
Oh,
deep, man. Very
we
deep.
sunk
man.
into a very deep
power
place
to
today.
Mr. Mo Rex Maboe. Power to Osli City, you know, for making it to our list.
Number one,
It's
now on
number
our
one.
list.
On the number one
Yes,
spot.
see. Oh,
Yeah, see.
and
Yeah,
it's a beautiful
number
thing.
one.
And I think
yeah.
there's something we are forgetting, my king. I think there's something we are forgetting with regards to Master Morena Maboe before we wrap up our show on Tlhaloganya. And I think you best do it, Wabana, because now I'm not very good. I'm not tailor made for such things. You are. You have the voice, the God voice.
This is Buddy Lit Slim Me Tiny. You are listening to the EarRead Project podcast.
Hey yo, this is Olani, and you're listening to the EarRead Project podcast. EarRead Project podcast. EarRead Project podcast.